Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we are going to learn about the endocrine system, its glands and hormones. What is endocrine system? Endocrine system is nothing but it is the mixture of several glands. What does these glands do? These glands secreted some hormones, and these hormones control many important functions in our body. Let us learn briefly about glands. Glands are such organs in our body which produce and secrete some chemical substances. These chemical substances are nothing but hormones. And these glands are classified into two types: endocrine glands and exocrine glands. As we are totally learning about endocrine glands, we are focusing on endocrine glands only. Hormones. What are hormones? Hormones are the chemical substances, as I said just now, or we can say it as chemical messenger molecules that helps in control and coordination and growth and development of our body. So let us learn again. Endocrine system or endocrine gland is nothing but it is a mixture of several glands, and these glands secrete some hormones that control many important functions of our body. There's a question: as hormones are chemical substances, where are they released and who carried them? Blood is the only thing carry hormones and supply it or absorb hormones into blood, and this blood supply this to parts of our body. There are 6 parts of endocrine glands. Endocrine glands is majorly divided into 6 types. First, pituitary gland, thyroid gland, ovary, testes, adrenal gland and pancreas. Let us learn about pituitary gland. It is the smallest endocrine gland. It is the location of pituitary gland is in the cranial cavity. Cranial cavity is nothing but the hardest bone in our body, that is skull. It is connected to the hypothalamus. You can see here in the figure, the light pink part is the hypothalamus, and this hypothalamus is connected to pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is very small, right? It is present in our brain. But the function of pituitary gland that it controls all other endocrine glands, as it is very small but it controls all other endocrine glands. That's why it is called as master gland. Pituitary gland, it controls all other endocrine glands. Then who controls pituitary gland? Hypothalamus controls pituitary gland. What is hypothalamus? It is the part of nervous system. Okay. Again, pituitary gland is nothing but it is the master gland. Though it is very small, but it controls all the other endocrine glands in our body. Because pituitary gland controls other endocrine glands, that's why it plays a very important role in our growth, metabolism, sexual maturation, reproduction, blood pressure, etc. You can see here, as we are also learning about hormones, these pituitary gland secretes some hormones. As it does a lot of functions, it has a lot of functions, it secretes a lot of hormones. You can see there are 7 hormones. First is somatotropin. When a hormone is released, our body gives response to that hormone. So when somatotropin is released, the response of our body is the growth of bones. And the thyrotropin. This thyrotropin is related to the thyroid gland. We'll talk it in that thyroid gland only. Then the third is gonadotropin. Gonadotropin, it is the activity of ovary and testes. We are going to learn it again in the next glands. The fourth is adrenocorticotropic hormone. When it is released, our body gives response by stimulating secretion from adrenal cortex. The fifth is luteinizing hormone. It is released the same in males and females, but the response of our body is different. In males, when it is released, secretion of testosterone is taking place. In females, ovulation, development of corpus luteum, and secretion of progesterone is taking place. The sixth is follicle stimulating hormone. It is as similar as fifth one. It is released same in both gender, but the body gives different response. In males, spermatogenesis is the response given to this hormone. In female, growth of Graafian follicles, estrogen secretion, and milk production and secretion. The seventh is vasopressin. As in the earlier classes, in the fourth chapter, excretion, we have learned about the vasopressin hormone. It is released in the kidneys to control and to make the urine concentrated. Okay, this is all about the pituitary gland. It is very small, but it has a lot of functions. The second is the thyroid gland. Thyroid gland is the largest endocrine gland. It is located in the neck region. You can see here in the photo. It is below the larynx and above the trachea, or we can say that it is between larynx and trachea. Trachea is nothing but the windpipe and larynx is nothing but the voice box. So let us look at the function of thyroid gland. The function of thyroid gland, it regulates body metabolism, or we can say digestive functions. As every gland is releasing some or secreting some hormone, thyroid gland is also releasing some type of hormone. The hormone is called thyroxine. And when some hormone is released, our body gives response to it. The response is general growth rate and metabolic activity. As you can see, the function of thyroid gland is that it regulates body metabolism. It is all thyroid gland. And if the thyroid gland does not work properly, you can see the thyroid gives rise to a disease called goiter. Okay, this is all about thyroid gland. The third is the testis. Testis, the location of testis, or it is located in the pelvic cavity or scrotal sac. The function that testis, every gland is releasing some hormone. This testis releases some hormone called testosterone. The function of testosterone, it helps in the development of male sex characteristics. Okay, the next is the ovary. Ovary is located in lower abdomen. Okay, it is located in lower abdomen. As you can see, testis is also releasing some hormone called testosterone. Ovaries is also releasing two hormones called estrogen and progesterone. These two helps in the development of female sex characteristics. Okay, then comes the adrenal gland. It is located in the kidney, on top surface of each kidney. It looks like a cap on a kidney. You can see in the picture. The function of adrenal gland, that it helps in stress management, it increases muscle blood flow and also increases the heart rate and contraction ability of heart, and also increases oxygen consumption, etc. These adrenal gland releases hormone called adrenaline. This hormone is also called as fight and flight hormone, as it is controlling our emotions. The last and very important is the pancreas. It is called as the mixed gland because it performs both functions. As we have learned that glands are of two types, endocrine and exocrine. Pancreas perform both functions. It is a endocrine gland also and exocrine gland also. The function of pancreas, or the location we can say here, it is behind and slightly below the stomach. As you can see, some cluster of cells on the pancreas. This is nothing but the islets of Langerhans. Why does it name like islets of Langerhans? Because Langerhans was the scientist who discovered this, so he named it as islets of Langerhans. So these islets of Langerhans are nothing but these are cells. So these cells are divided into four types: alpha cells, beta cells, delta cells, and polypeptide cells. So we are not in touch with this third and fourth. We are going to talk about only this first and second. The alpha cells releases hormone. This hormone is called glucagon. This glucagon helps. The function of glucagon is it increases the glucose level in our blood. It increases the glucose level in our blood. This is the function of glucagon. It is a hormone. The second is the beta cell. This beta cells secretes insulin hormone. This insulin hormone, what it does, it helps in the decreasing of glucose level in blood. You have heard about some diabetes patient. They take insulin injection, right? This is all about insulin. And last we are going to talk about again these glands again. The first is the pituitary gland. It is located in the cranial cavity, or we can say floor of the brain. The hormones secreted are 7: somatotrophin, thyrotrophin, gonadotrophin, adrenocorticotropic hormone, luteinizing hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, and vasopressin. The second gland is thyroid. This thyroid is present in the neck region. It secretes some hormone called thyroxine. The third is ovary. This ovary is located in lower abdomen. It secretes 2 hormones called estrogen and progesterone. The fourth is testis. These testis is located in the scrotal sac or in the pelvic region. It secreted some hormone called testosterone. The fifth is the adrenal. It is attached to the kidneys, as we have learned, and these gland secreted hormone called adrenaline. The last is pancreas. It is located in the duodenum, or is it near duodenum. It secretes some hormone called insulin and glucagon. Okay, with this we have learned about the endocrine glands, and that's it for today. Thanks for watching.